Just under 5 kilometres, just under 6/10 difference between these 2 laps around Imola from Pierre Gasly. The line is the throttle trace, the blocks are the brake traces. White on the left for the good, red on the right for the great. First things first, on his great lap, Pierre Gasly nails the braking and takes a beautiful angle into the first part of Tamburello. This lovely angle against the curb means that he doesn't have to lift quite so aggressively through the tricky second part of this sequence. Both are flat through the final part as they prepare for the Villeneuve chicane. On his best effort, Gasly steals a little bit of time on the way into the Villeneuve chicane by using the world of downforce to his advantage. Only lifting on the way in, as you can see from the data trace at the bottom, keeps the platform of the car flatter and allows the downforce elements of the car to perform better, even though he's going into the corner at a higher speed. On the way down to Tosa, there's another technical difference, this one more a mechanical management of the car. On his great lap, Gasly brakes subtly earlier, rolls the car in earlier too, using the camber on the inside of Tosa and the uphill turn on the exit to wind the throttle in just slightly earlier, leaning on the outside curb to take a little more speed down to Piratella. He's 2/10 up through that section and 3/10 up overall. Gasly uses a clever braking technique to turn the car on his great lap in Piratella. He's braked more gently on his good lap, but a shorter, sharper braking effort puts the front into the apex of the corner and allows him to get on the throttle more aggressively through the exit with a little bit less understeer. This in turn gains him a little bit of time on his way down to Agua Minerale. On the way in though, a slightly different braking technique again, adding a bit of a gap between the release of the throttle and application of the brake, and a little rolling phase between the application of the brake and the pickup of the throttle, allowing the car to manage the bumpy section of the racetrack better, giving all 4 wheels more travel and less drama, and allowing the car to turn. Through the Variante Alta, pretty much honours even. The great lap pretty much stays about the same as a good. Both cars hammer both curbs and set off towards the final section of the lap at Ravazza for the great big braking zone downhill. Here on his great lap, as you can see on the brake blocks, Gasly drags a little more brake into the apex, again to help the car to turn with weight over the front. He adds another dab of brake before the final part of Ravazza to set the front into the corner and delete a little bit of understeer for hard inline throttle through the exit, picking up another 0.5 over his previous best. And that's the difference between the good and the great around the Autodromo Enzo e Dino Ferrari in Imola.